We're like, nah.
Damn, it was someone though.
Came through dripping, drip, drip. Shout out to everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're back. Wednesdays are here.
We are so lit today. Back again with the champagne.
I don't know if I'm like hype or relaxed right now. I'm like,
I'm hype. I'm so hype.
we got a few things to talk
Actually,
about.
Cheers.
Cheers to this.
The champagne.
Really good mimosas. So, it's fucking Wednesday.
I hate that I just made that noise. Go ahead.
That was good. That was a good, like, first sip to get you ready.
Drip, drip.
So yeah, guys.
So,
It's Wednesday.
last weekend was Thanksgiving. Have we
Yeah.
been here since Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Did everybody enjoy their Thanksgiving?
Oh my God, you're right. We didn't even come back since Thanksgiving. I'm over here like, yeah, we were over
No,
there.
I feel like we talked about pre-Thanksgiving stuff, but we never said
Came back
exactly
and
how
said,
our
okay,
Thanksgiving.
So basically, Thanksgiving was real family, you know, real usual, nothing crazy, just the same old family drama and food and all that stuff.
I mean,
A lot of people all over the world
I
have
w-
gotten engaged.
yo, the whole world just got engaged. God bless everyone. I went and saw, actually, it's funny you say that because two of my friends, my nearest and dearest, since at grammar school, they were stationed in Hawaii for like the last 4 years. Maybe like 3 to 4 years. So I always talk to them every holiday. We were either FaceTiming, on the phone. We stood in contact that whole time they were over there in Hawaii. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to spend Thanksgiving with them. So I went over there. I gave myself a curfew and was like, you're only going to go for 3 hours and come home. When I tell you that I got so shit-faced in a matter of time. Like, how old am I that I just can't do
First
it
of
anymore?
all, for the people that are watching, I just want to be clear that I had all intentions of getting shit-faced, but someone decided to do it first before I got there, before I finished my family time.
Oh, my
So
God.
I'm here like, what's going on with this girl? I was there with you.
Yeah, mind you, I'm sitting there like, yeah, V's coming over. We lit Thanksgiving. V was at my house for
I'm
about
like-
15 minutes, and I went to the bathroom, and all they
It was
heard
over.
was
It
boom.
was over. I'm like mid-roll, and then I'm like, did she just? Oh no! Oh no!
Oh my gosh. Shout out to everybody in the chat that's tuned in. I hope you guys enjoyed your Thanksgiving. We're going to get right into it. We're just going to do it.
Someone said my mic's not on.
Which one? Oh, we're sitting on opposite sides
No,
today.
sometimes
Yeah,
we
we
get
got to
bored.
switch it up.
We like to
See if you can hear V. If not, I'll put my mic in the middle. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Someone said my mic is not on.
Can you hear me?
I can't.
Let's put it there. All right. So you guys know there's a lot of little ants going on. You know we like to talk our tea and our little girl Shade. So speaking of Shade, White China, because she is no longer a shade of
She
black.
no longer has shade.
She has no shade. She is the shade.
Shadiest queen
Shady
ever.
Boots. Bang bang. Round one. Just Hilarious versus Black China.
So definitely tell me, because I feel like all I ever watch is Jess with the Mess. I love her.
Right.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so everybody knows when Jess with the Mess, Jess Hilarious does her routine where she talks about everybody. It's like she gives you the media rundown. So while she was giving her Jess with the Mess review, she brought up what we were talking about last week, which was Black China. With the that's why it messed me up because I started laughing. With Black China and the skin bleaching cream in Nigeria. Which they started swinging at her over there. I saw she got into quite the altercation.
Couple
over
altercations
there.
because I'm sorry, but who are you to go to fucking Africa with skin
Nigeria.
Nigeria, I'm sorry, and then try to finesse this cream on people, because that's like preying on people's weaknesses. Like, you know,
That's
some people
true.
have insecurities, so you thought it was cute,
You
Black
thought,
China,
You thought Black China.
but it was actually tasteless.
With a name like Black China, how dare you? Anyway, So Jess with the Mess, Jess did her Jess with the Mess skit. And in it, she brought it up. So, of course, she's going to talk about it. So, here goes Black China's mama making this whole big debacle about don't come for my baby because I'll come for y'all and this, and that. And she better not be saying anything about my daughter. First of all, Black China does not claim you, Miss Tokyo.
And it's sad. It's really sad because you should really be more worried about the fact that you haven't seen your grandkids.
Right. And now we did, before I get into the black heart that this woman owns, because I'm telling you, she possesses a superpower that women have to be scared of. And I'm going to tell you what it is, because I can't even beat this, and I could beat just about anything. But I can't beat this. But before we get into that, did anybody see the video where Black China curved the guy?
Oh my God.
Talk about it.
If you ever want to know how I am in a social setting when little thirsty, you know, what do you call them? Community buckets come around.
Community.
Hey. So she did the most ridiculous curve. This guy came in to like hug her, and instead of like
she did the Matrix.
She could have literally just been like, no, you know, put a hand firmly and be like, no thanks, or just be like, hey, or whatever. But she literally was like all the way back there with it. I was screaming.
But see, part of me felt bad at first.
We don't know the story.
Right.
This is why I don't give a shit.
That's true.
We don't know what happened. We don't know if he was a creep. We don't know if maybe she was nice to him earlier and he like tried to cop a feel.
Or he might have said something disrespectful and then try to hug her like I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry, but sometimes you men really fuck it up when it comes to meeting women.
Right. And this happens in real life all the time where you have to curve people. And what I learned was that you can't giggle with people.
You can't giggle with people?
No, you can't, man, because as soon as somebody says something and you be like, ha, 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 you're giving them the...
you're entertaining.
You're entertaining, or you're letting them think that whatever they say, the disrespect, they can continue.
This is...
way you have to reply.
In order to shut shit down.
Listen.
Yep. I remember I went to a club once when I was interning for Def Jam. I was with an artist, so she was like a reggae hip hop artist. So we're at the front, whatever, we're going in. She's telling him who she is or whatever, and that we're good. And the guy was like, yeah, can I see your whole facts? So me, being a little tomboy, I was like, oh, shit. And then she looked at me, and she was like, don't laugh. She was like, because that's why motherfuckers, yeah, like, she didn't check me.
Pass me the champagne.
But, like, she was telling me, like, don't laugh, because that's what'll give people the impression that they could joke around with you like that.
That's true.
She's like, don't, even if you do think it was funny or whatever, or that caught you by surprise, she was like, you gotta be nasty right then and there, or else they're gonna think it's cool and they could say it.
That's true.
But I was just like, did he really ask her for her whole facts? I didn't expect that. Anywho, so Black China, the way she curved them, sometimes it's gotta be done. But what she didn't do that was evil was, no, not what she didn't do, what she did do. Tell him, V, because I can't even say it because I'm going to get so worked up about it. So worked up. I hate girls like this.
Okay, well, technically, her and Just the Mess have this ongoing stupid beef or whatever. So... What more could you expect from Queen Petty herself?
Queen whore.
Miss show him how it's done. What was that?
Oh, that'll teach him.
That'll teach him. Miss That'll teach him. That's what I'm gonna call her.
That was type fire though.
That is like so like her. She, instead of battling back and forth with Just with the Mess, instead of having to even talk to her, instead of doing any of these things, she chose to be the spiteful little
trash.
Little girl that, yes, I will. I'll go there. You know why? Because I hate women like this.
Yes.
Instead of actually dealing with what they got to deal with, they figure, you know what? I'm going to get her where it hurts. I'm going to go and fuck her man. So, wow. Exactly.
Dog.
Which is like, that's the, come on. Leave the family.
Man.
I don't care if they're not together. Because she's not, Just with the Mess is not with her baby daddy right now.
Right.
So,
see, that's where she messed up. So everybody knows Jess's relationship with Chris. Everybody loves Chris. Everybody loves their relationship with each other. The issue at hand is this clown of a China turns her and hits up her baby's father, her child's father. Okay, our girl and Andrea just got here, so we gonna have to run it back real quick from the top. So Jess Hilarious was arguing with Black China, going back and forth. She felt some type of way. So what did she do to get back at her? She reached out to her baby father, to her son's father. I hate the term baby daddy, baby father. Like a Juan, she hit up Jess with the message, son's father. You don't do that. And let me tell you something. You can't, what can you do? It's Black China. Your child's father is going to be so lit off of just clout chasing and it's Black China that he'll do it to spite you.
Listen.
I can't fight a vagina, dog. Like, that's one thing that I hate when girls do stuff like that. Because that's when it's like, you got to have faith in your man at that point. And I don't see any.
I'm sorry, but you got to have faith in your own vagina at this point. You got to be like, girl, you better pull us out of this because...
You better get it together.
I don't know if I can handle it.
Oh, okay. So I just think that is a super low blow, extra, you're going to hell move.
Right.
But it's something that growing up, I've dealt with plenty of girls like that.
I'm sorry, but that's dirty. That's just dirty people, dirty girls, dirty. Like,
there's girls that can't fight.
So they do that. See, I just...
There's girls that don't know how to argue, don't know how to defend themselves, so they'll be like, all right. And they won't even let you know that they're angry. Those are the sneakiest,
right,
scariest.
Because they're just
they'll
happy.
Be like,
they know.
Suck your man off.
They look at you.
What?
They'll look at you and they'll be like,
yo, I can't.
One up, bitch.
Yep.
That's why,
that's scary.
You could call us crazy or whatever, but I feel like women have intuition and we just know. Even if you don't tell us, it's like we know the look.
I call it aware.
We're aware.
We are aware.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't. So she's done.
I really hope that he doesn't answer.
Done.
I mean, it's Black China. How many times do we have to go into the fact that she's just so washed and so...
Right. I'm not gonna lie. One time I saw that Dave East posted a picture that he was on a flight with Black China. And I was like, look at this hussy. And then I was like, I ain't worried about it.
You and Mr. East.
I ain't too worried about it. Moving right along. We're going to get our weekly 6ix9ine update. But what I will say is, going through this 6ix9ine issue and this 6ix9ine case, there's so many topics that came to my mind. One was dating someone incarcerated. And how it's like something people don't really talk about. Maybe because we grew out of that era where it was acceptable, so we don't hear about it anymore. But there are certain people, like I have a friend of mine that it was her actual like kid's father, like that was her her husband, and she did the whole bid with him. He came out, they're living happy or whatever. But I always wonder, in 2018, y'all still doing bids?
Bids. Listen, this is not Mob Wives no more. We're in a totally different millennial playfield. I feel like millennials in general do not want to get locked up.
They're not about that life.
They're not trying to. The millennials of this motherfucking world, I feel like are really about making things easier instead of harder. They're all about, I feel like, partying, living, buying things. Like it's a different world that we're living in. I feel like growing up, everyone wanted to be bad. Everyone wanted to be, a hardcore. Everyone wanted to be known as a gangster. Everyone wanted to be in the mafia.
Right.
Dreamed. I grew up in an Italian neighborhood, and I literally would dream of like being even in one of those like secret meetings that they used to like.
Yeah.
That was cool, but we're not in those times no more. And these kids aren't growing up with that.
Right. I was actually telling somebody that today. How, like, growing up, I had no reason. The hood was, like, up the block and around the corner. I had no reason walking over there. I was in a nice, lovely I was in an Italian neighborhood, too, downtown Jersey City. It's almost like when you're young, you kind of crave the badness and the wild side. Like, I'm so opposite.
I just feel like you're a kid, so all your life, all you know is good. So finally,
True.
when you finally could do what you want, you're always gonna pick all the bad stuff because
Right.
you want to know what that feels like.
You're gonna want to. It's like Nunu from ATL. Like, she just wanted to see what that side was like.
Exactly. As much as you know already.
But I've done it. I've dated somebody that was. I've done
that
a
was
few.
doing a bid.
I've dated someone where, like, let's say literally we just started talking, they got locked up for like a month or two. And then that's what made us start going out. Like, that's how dumb I was. Then I've had where I was dating someone and they got locked up they're still locked up. They had to do 5 years. And that's when I grew up. Like, in the middle of that, I was just like, what am I doing right now? Like, what?
You had to reevaluate.
I had to reevaluate myself, my choices, what I was really doing. I'm not saying that anybody that's in jail doesn't deserve people to hold them down. I'm not saying that. I'm not talking about the adults. I'm talking about the younger 30 and under.
Ooh, I forgot that does that.
That the 30 and under crew, like 6ix9ine, that has to do these bids, and I'm gonna tell you why. So, his baby mama was there, and also in the cut. Tell him, V. Tell him who was stunting.
Listen, you all know the girl he's been seen with lately, Miss Jade. Miss that ain't her real body.
Which is Batty G's sister, which V was actually in a music video with Batty G. You never say that. You never shout yourself out. You know, you were in a music video with Batty G.
I really feel like I'm an old soul, and I really feel like I'm like 80 because I'm like, oh no, that was back in my day, girl.
That was like 2 summers ago.
I haven't done that in a while, you know.
So we met Batty G that way. So honestly, I didn't know who she was really before that.
I'll say she was down to earth and she's cool. Like, no shade at all whatsoever.
Yeah, she's mad cool in person.
She was definitely cool and she was nice and we definitely smoked together. We were definitely like, we finessed our way that day. So, I
took her to the store.
Anyway, everyone has their own way of, you know, do what you got to do, mamas.
Do what you got to do. But let's not fabricate anything. This is the problem with Jade and the 6ix9ine thing. If you guys are talking, cool. You guys are having cool. But you're not now because he's in jail. So let's just like focus here. So I see Batty G's posting 6ix9ine's new song because somebody leaked Dummy Boy.
Okay.
So boom. All right. Now the sisters are all 6ix9ine'd out. 6ix9ine this and 6ix9ine that. 6ix9ine this. But his court date, they weren't even like allowed on the vicinity, like inside, near it. Like when it comes down to important matters, that's when you really have to evaluate and be like, what am I to this man?
I want to definitely say,
and she is nothing.
If you're a new girlfriend, now you guys could definitely have different opinions. Let me know if you guys think I'm wrong because this is just how I feel.
Right.
But I honestly feel like if you're just fresh in a relationship and you're starting with someone that you think is amazing, whatever the circumstances are, no shade, regardless of what you guys have going on at the moment, regardless of how many times you slept over his house or how many times he brought you out on a
That's
date,
nacho cheese.
That it doesn't mean that you could show up at his court date when he has a whole family that he didn't break up with yet.
Right.
Like, you need to, if you really loved or fucked with 6ix9ine, Miss Jade, then I really don't think that you'd be having these photo ops outside of court. You knew you weren't gonna get in. Like, you're not family, fam.
And that's exactly what it is. It was the whole finesse of it all. The finesse was that she showed up so that for Instagram and social media, it looks like Jade was at the court date.
Right.
It looks like he invited Jade to the court date. It looks like she's wifey. And in real life, like V used to always say, in real life, she wasn't even let past the gate.
It's just, It's just corny. But then again, he's like that too. He does everything for photo and like every kind of op possible. So whatever.
Now, do you guys think that's something that happens often? Where what we see is just like regular news. What these people show us is not all there. Like, look at that new singer, Queen Naji. Well, how do you say her name? Queen Naji, the one that goes out with Clarence?
I don't even know.
With his fine self. So they were YouTube stars. She became famous because she had a whole YouTube relationship. Her man cheated on her. So then she turns around and she admitted that they had to keep the YouTube show going.
Right.
Because that's how they made their money. So it's just like, everything is a finesse and a stunt. Stunt 101.
Which, I mean, it's not all the way a bad thing, though. Because things are...
I mean, you gotta fake it till you make it. But, come on, Jade. She doesn't even talk. She doesn't talk, bro. Like, 6ix9ine did a video and he's like, my girl is so dope. My girl does this, this, and that. And then she's just like, yep. Yeah, I do.
Listen, all I'm saying is, would I date or take someone serious that's in jail? That's hard for me. That's just so hard for me because I feel like if you're grown and you really worry about yourself and your life and you got your shit together,
I'm way too stuck up for that.
Then you exactly like you wouldn't be in that situation. 1, 2. All right, say something crazy happened and you landed in jail. All right, cool, but there comes a point in your life, especially once you get older, where you got to be like, all right, I can't keep living like this. Like something's got to give. And if you haven't had that realization moment, then honestly, I just feel like we're not
on the same level.
We're not on the same level. Like there's a difference in thinking here. So
I agree. Shout me out. Maybe you guys love your lockdown love. I don't know. All we're saying is
hashtag.
That's not something you should aspire. If it's not a husband or somebody you have kids with, you owe no loyalty to that type of time. Right. That's all I'm saying.
Moving on.
Moving right along. Jerry Springer. Tell us about our guy, Jerry.
First
which,
of all,
by the way, we were talking about it yesterday.
Yes.
Tell him.
First and foremost, I don't know about y'all, but I always really wanted to go on a reality TV show, or not reality, but on a TV show and be the audience. Like if you watch Jerry Springer, you hear the people in the background, they're watching a midget beat up the prostitute that married this one, and you're in the audience and people are screaming and going I would love to be, or Ellen DeGeneres. Like
I'm dying to go to
being
Ellen.
Interactive. She comes on stage. Like I feel like that experience of being Yo,
if anybody has the hookup to Ellen, I literally would check Ellen's website like religiously. I would die to see Ellen.
That is my future wife, guys. If anyone has a plug, I would die.
Ellen.
But anyway, so I feel like that's fun to be in a setting like that. So we were just talking about that yesterday. I would really love to have been part of when he brings the girls on stage. Remember they used to dance? He used to be like, what do you want to do for these Jerry bees?
Yeah, I got a question. Like Jerry Springer's whole vibe. Now that I'm older, I'm thinking about he was a little loose.
If you think about it, if his show was on today, you know how many lawsuits he would have had because it's so sexual, and all the women that went on had to dance or strip or get on the pole
or say something crazy. And what's funny is back then
that was entertainment.
That was definitely entertaining as hell, and we didn't think if anything was real or fake. We didn't know what was what. I was throwback talk shows. I was watching Sally Jesse Raphael, Ricky Lake, The Richard Bay Show. I was watching crazy old shows. So Jerry Springer's making a comeback, but it's going to be different.
What's the spin?
He's going to be a judge. You can't judge these people, Jerry. You've been dancing with them all these years.
I'm sorry. I'm here for that.
I'm here for the show, but he can't be a judge.
Why
he can't
not? He was giving away advice and judgments the whole time. Don't you think that dress is too short if you say you're not a whore?
Oh.
Comments like that. Come on. Jerry. I'm here.
Who in the chat is here for the Jerry Springer comeback?
Listen, I'm here for all the craziness. I'm all the way here for it.
Let's go to the chat real quick.
By the way, also shout out to everyone in the chat. Shout out to Henny Hardaway. Definitely.
Oh, I want to see that, Henny Hardaway. There's a show called Love After Lockup. I definitely have to freaking see that.
And you just made that up.
Yeah, I have to see that. Like Prison Bae that came out and he like got a millionaire's daughter.
Yes. I'm not going to lie. I was the type of person that would never watch Jerry Springer in front of people. But if I went to the doctor's office, I was praying.
I've always been this weird. And I would watch.
It's just so good to look at.
I would watch Montel. And
Montel was too emotional for me.
Because the psychic used to come. Oh, fuck. The psychic used to come. I got it.
Someone's excited.
I said, oh, fuck.
She's like, the psychic.
I didn't mean to drop the F-bomb. I'll get some tissue in a minute. Thank you kindly.
Microfiber towel. Thank you.
Oh, with the microfiber.
Hashtag Unk cares.
Hashtag I need another cup. Microfiber. Let me tell you. You got a microfiber towel. That shit'll change your world. Anyways.
Never no wet spots.
Jerry.
No pores.
Fill me up. Can I see some of that?
Yeah, let me help you on here.
Anybody want to go check out the new Jerry Springer that's coming out soon? You can, because he's making a comeback.
Listen, so yesterday, real quick, before we get into the next story, yesterday, I was walking home from work, and I work in a city, by the way, those of you who are new or don't know. So I bumped into like a random crowd, right by the Rockefeller tree. So I'm like, all right, what's going on over here? I see cameras, lights. I see like it's like a production, like something big is happening. So, you know, I got to go check it out.
Best story ever.
So Finesse here live.
Watch. Finesse. Check this Finesse.
So I go into the crowd, see what's going on. I see that there's like people on the actual rink. You know, the big rink where the tree is. There's a huge crowd. It looks like a Christmas carol kind of thing going on. So I'm like, okay, cool. Oh, damn. I need the
I get
OJ. So we're like, I'm looking around and this guy comes out of nowhere. He has headphones, a headset, some crazy stuff going on, and he's like, guys, if you want to watch a free Diana Ross show, you know, singing her songs and her Christmas carols or whatever, just make sure you go to the left real quick, make a line over there. As soon as he said that, I'm like, what? It was meant to be. Like, the city really is the best place where you could find and finesse, which is where we got inspired from this name, because we're always in the city and we always find a way to finesse situations. It's crazy.
Crazy. So, I heard. Oh, I knew. I was about to say it. I let you build up the story, and I was going to say it. So I got to hear Diana Ross sing me Jingle Bells because V saw Diana Ross.
It was really like clear too. I mean, obviously you're right there in person, so you see it. But that was my first time ever, and it was so cool to see her live. Even though I had to push a lot of, well, I didn't push them. Actually, I want to note that old people are very violent. They were pushing me around like a rag doll yesterday, and I felt very alarmed. But I had to take it because you can't say shit to old people. But it was fun. I took some pictures. I'm like trying to talk to her and tell her, listen, that's how easy it is to finesse your way into a live show. Like, that was going, I think, on a Today show or something like that. Like, they were rehearsing for today, which is when the tree gets lit. So that's a free show. Like, you could always bump into random sets and they'll actually let you go in. Like, that's, listen, that's just so dope to me that you could do that nowadays.
Right?
So moving on.
We're going to just not even talk about Christmas real quick because I'm so hyped for New Year's. And we're going to talk about New Year's real quick. Tell them, V. Tell them.
Guys. I'm just excited because...
Yeah, shout out to Samsung.
Shout out to Samsung. I needed to...
She needs that type of energy.
That was funny. That was cute. So, you know how New Year's comes along? There's never, ever, ever
a real, like, what do you do for New Year's? Do you guys actually go somewhere? Can someone give me the drop? Where is New Year's at? Because I feel like every year I literally go buy something real shiny, something real cute, and then I just sit in my living room. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing on TV. There's like every bar has a cover, every lounge, every club, everything has an extra price on top of it because it's New Year's. It's like there's nothing to do. So we got invited somewhere this year, and I'm so excited to tell you guys.
I'm so excited.
We are going
Talk about it.
to a motherfucking lingerie party.
Yes, we're going to our first like pajama party, but it's not like they had, mind you, they had to tell me specifically. They were like, Leanna, when I say pajama party, I do not mean footies, pajamas. Do not come in basketball
This is
shorts.
sad, and I'm not even kidding.
They had to break it down to me because I personally like what's the shorts guys wear? Boxer briefs. I buy them small because
So do I, but not for a fucking slumber pajama whatever party.
So for this, they're like, Leanna, do not get no fucking onesie pajamas, no footy pajamas. I'm talking Victoria's Secret lingerie type of party.
So we've got some shopping to do. Ladies, if you know anywhere where we could go and get some really dope pieces together, let us know, because we're definitely looking. We're on the hunt right now.
And guess what, guys?
We're having a whole photo shoot. I'm sorry, but this is gonna be so much fun. This is the first. You can tell we never do shit for.
Right. We're like so excited.
We're like, oh my
we're gonna
God.
dress up. It's gonna be crazy.
Makeup artist on
I
site.
was just gonna say that this is gonna be my first time actually sitting down with a makeup artist. Like, I just learned how to do makeup like last year. I just like do the least possible, and that's fine because I don't want to overdo it.
Right.
But
It's
that
different.
day,
It's different when you
I'ma
get
be
all
acting totally different.
when you get all dolled up. It's the best feeling. You just sit back, let them do what they gotta do, and then when you look at yourself again, you're like, that was there under all of that. Oh, can't wait.
Crazy. So make sure you guys tune in for that. We'll probably go live or something, definitely, for New Year's. You ain't going to be able to get me and V to go to sleep. If I'm paying to get my makeup done, I'm breaking night, baby. I'm not going to sleep. This makeup going to last.
Forever.
Forever. Now we know everybody wants to hear what's going on in Battle Rap. Before I talk Volume 3 and hear people's predictions, I saw something that made me start digging. Now, I saw Jim's post. Jim's versus Sharon is going down December 8th?
5th.
I can't even talk because my mic is all fucked up.
Oh, okay. Unc said he misses you guys, and he's sorry that you can't hear him. So now, coming up in December, Volume 3 is December 15th. A week or so before that, King of the Dot is having their card. So they got Jim's versus Sharon. I saw that. I saw Head Ice versus Chilla Jones. Shout out to the both of them. Cortez versus Pass. I want to talk about that in a second. A-Ward versus Rich Moss. I'm not really familiar with Rich Moss. I'm familiar with A-Ward.
I'm sorry.
Cortez versus Pass is going to be a little crazy. Like, I think people are not really thinking about the two people that they put together there. Poe Rich? That's what they call him? How do you feel about I don't know him. Tell me about him. You know? Okay. So, he's cool. Unc said he's cool.
My mic is fucked up.
Yeah.
He's cool.
But Pass, I've been a fan of Pass for a long time. I think Pass is from California, but I saw him in Toronto when I was out there. And he's like, I love Pass. I like his flow. I like how he is.
Poe Rich is a fucking, like, he's a vet.
Right.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
I didn't know.
For a while.
Oh, he just sat
he's
out.
a white guy, but yo, no. Don't sleep on Poe Rich.
Don't sleep on them, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
said don't slip on the Poe. Toe
Slice
rip.
on 'em, don't slip.
Oh yeah.
Give her another drink, B.
I think I might cut her off, Unc. What do you think?
I gotta go. I got too much on my mind.
When you knock over your drink, but you're not even drunk.
Oh my God. Everybody thinks I'm drunk. They're like, oh, she's ripped.
Oh,
God.
What'd you do? Lord.
Let me see what they got. Passes fire. Yup. Sharon might punch Jims. No, come on.
Sharon versus
Jim's-
Jim's don't make sense.
No,
Why?
it does. Sharon's witty and so is Jim's. Actually, I'm hoping.
Used to have the chain. I think he was one of the first guys that had the chain.
Okay.
Okay, but I want to know why you said it doesn't make sense.
I think it does make sense. Yeah, why would you say that, Vic? I think it makes sense because I'm going to tell you why. Every time Jims has a battle, I'm looking for funny blogger Jim. And every time he battles, it's like y'all put so much pressure on him that he's so serious.
He doesn't get enough credit.
And it's serious Jims. And I'm like, I just want them to see my friend Jims. The Jims that we know. And I want Jims to be able to loosen up. Like, it's not that he's not nervous or anything, but he's so angry. Like, y'all got that boy all in his bag. He's so angry that he can't even just relax and be Jims. And that's all I want to see. I want to see Jims battle Sharon and be in a fun, playful mood. Not like I'm serious.
I can't wait.
I can't wait.
I wish we could go, but
Hi, Tiffany.
It was kinda-
Thank you for tuning in.
shout out to our cousin Tiffany.
Hi, cousin.
For tuning in. Thank you. You made it.
People sleeping on Sharon, but let me tell you something. But what I will say, now let me back up Sharon real quick. The first time I saw Sharon out here, like I've seen Sharon prior to that. I've seen Sharon in Canada. I've seen Sharon on Arsenal's league. But UW, thank you. But the first time I seen Sharon and a URL stage, he battled Suge.
Okay.
And that's when he started his What's Your Life Like?
Jersey.
He was going off, yo. You can find
Suge
that.
gets me in a
and
mood.
I was in the background for that battle, and I was so young and chubby, but I was there.
Oh God.
So turn around and look at you.
Yeah. He said, turn around and look at me when I'm killing you. Yup. So Sharon is, and let me tell you something. A lot of people like to bring up the fact of the K-Shine and Sharon altercation, but if you remember, Sharon didn't seem bothered by that situation at all. I mean, I don't know how he felt later on that day, but he's a person I think that has thick skin. So I feel like he's going to do good wherever he goes. Wherever.
I'm excited. I can't wait. I wish we could be there. Like I said, Organic was really fucking cool when we talked to him. By the way, guys, I learned a lesson. I always take really good pictures. Unc, by the way, listen to me because
listen to me.
This hurts my soul. But when we went to the screening for Bodied, I took pictures with Organic after we spoke for a while, and I was holding on to them because I'm like, oh, these are the ones that you drop, and so I got a new phone, and so everything recent from emails to text message, everything that's recent on my old phone didn't get transferred to my new phone, and I didn't realize that till way after. So there's no take backs. Like, I'm just gonna have to see Organic again.
We were talking to Organic in the video, but
I
she
had
lost
really
a lot
good
of pictures.
picture, and I was really holding on to. I even know the caption. I was gonna put, "I met a goat," and I was so excited, and now I'm like, damn. Oh, that's what I get for holding on to shit. Women never know how to let go.
Yep.
So, furthermore,
is
that the whole card?
What's happening is they're releasing it announcement by announcement. So those are the 4 or 5 matchups that are out as of right now. If anybody else heard another one that I didn't get to see, let me know. But from what I see, those are the only few that they put out as of now. Now, let me go back to home. And now let's talk about, well, we said the card last week, but we got different people in the chat today. It's bubbling in here. So we're going to go over this smack card one more again.
One more game.
One more game before we, you know. So DNA versus Mickey Fax. We heard of that, which, by the way, there's an event going on in Jersey City, and Mickey Fax is like headlining it.
Really?
Whoever, I'm gonna find the information, and if it didn't happen, remember I hosted a party. It was like I was still living at the Dollhouse when I hosted this party. And I'm trying to remember what it was, like a hip hop kind of party, and different hip hop artists were performing. So they put it together. It's like a hip hop talent show. So the dude who had booked me to host it before was like, yo, you should come out. There's this guy on it that I think you would know. So when I looked at the flyer, I said, freaking Mickey Fax? Like, that's crazy.
What is this? Is this a venue?
Freaking Mickey Fax in Jersey City.
Oh, Mickey, you're so fun. You're so fun. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey.
See, they think we ratchet all the time. You catch our white girl moments all the time.
All the time. So anyway.
So DNA and Mickey Fax.
Back to battle rap.
I'm going to find out what event that is. If anybody's in the area of Jersey City wants to come, I'll let you guys know what that is. New Jersey Twerk versus Rum Nitty.
Ooh.
That's going to be a little crazy.
Drop an interview with New Jersey Twerk talking about Rum Nitty. I'm about to drop DNA talking about Mickey Fax. I'm about to drop Mickey Fax talking about DNA.
All right.
Again,
you fucking hear me, but
again, you know what I'm going to say. Once you guys get done with this show, make sure you guys come back to 15 Minutes of Fame and check out all the interviews that Unc is about to drop. It's going down. 15 Minutes of Fame. Who's doing it? Who's doing it like this? Who is?
Point him out. Sorry, guys. This is champagne. Too much mimosa and elderflower.
Point them out. Now, with Rum, Nitty, and Twerk, I want to say...
Shout out to Young.
Remember, this event is a small room.
Right. That's a fact. That's good that you said that, because that changes everything.
Love
small room events.
Small room events. Oh, the energy, like everyone's so close, so you get everyone's energy in the room. You feel like you're battle rapping in the room. You feel like you're there, like, yeah.
Yeah, that's true though. And it's crazy because, see, now Rum Nitty's one of my favorites. And I just feel like because nobody could say anything bad about him, he's getting lost in that wave where nobody's really like talking about him. So maybe Rum Nitty's gonna switch up his flow, switch up something here. I don't know. Twerk said that he's never, ever gonna sleep on a battle again. He promised that he's gonna give 110% on every battle.
Heard you.
So let's see.
I'm all the way here for that.
Let's
all
see.
The way.
K-Shine versus Geechee Gotti. I think that's gonna be really good.
I will put my drink down to that.
She said, bitch.
I am all the way here
Yes,
for Geechee and K-Shine.
yo, Geechee and K-Shine is gonna be crazy.
They both always catch like that. That's
our
could
Cali
be 1,000
Connect right
strippers, and if I hear them both, I need to pay attention. I need to know what's going on. What?
I have to keep a straight face for the whole thing because I can't cheer for one or the other.
Right.
I can't like overly cheer for K-Shine and I can't overly cheer for Geechee because it's like I love both of them equally as battle rappers.
Listen, talk about it.
That one's gonna be good. This is this card should have been called the grudge match.
I feel like that right there.
Cause everything to me has a purpose.
A purpose. There's a theme here.
There is. There really is.
Who else?
Let me see here. Hold up.
I hope you guys are gonna watch this.
Iron
shit,
Solomon.
This shit's gonna be really fucking crazy. It's gonna be epic.
Iron Solomon and O-Red.
There's a lot of iron lately.
There's a lot of iron.
Pause. But there is.
Yep, and I told you, Iron Solomon said he wanted all types of winners before. That's why he got T-Top. He wanted whoever won out of T-Top and Geechee, and he got T-Top. Now he got O-Red, who was champion of the year last year. It's getting crazy. And then K-Shine and Geechee, like, both trying to go for champion of the year.
Shout out to everyone in the chat right now. Victor Vega said champion of the year. Slacks. I wouldn't really call it a grudge. So what would you call it?
Right.
Let's see. Andrea, I got Iron 2-1. Who you got?
Out of Iron and Old Red, I'm going to take Iron 2-1-2 as well, as a matter of fact. And I'm going to tell you why. Even though I'm from Jersey and I love Old Red always is one of his rounds is either always too long or he'll stop and be like,
I was just gonna say he doesn't really like.
you guys didn't catch that?
He doesn't.
Oh, y'all not listening. Like he always does something in between that overpowers what he said. So to me, I feel like battling somebody like Iron Solomon, there's no room for that. There's no room for a long round. There's no room for you to ask if we caught that. There's no room for none of that. So I think it's going to be a little harder with Iron Solomon.
You just got to perform. You got to bring in every
Right.
little thing that you got.
Right.
Because this is volume motherfucking 3.
Volume mother effing 3. JC versus Av, bars on top of bars all over the place. The energy is weird though, because Av to me it raps fast like K-Shine. Like everything is like do 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 do
And
do do do
JC
do.
loves to bring it back.
It's gonna be like
We
I
got
don't
to see.
know. We gotta see. That one's gonna be good. That one's gonna be good. But I definitely both of them pen ready.
I don't want to give no prediction on this one. I'm just going to toss that up to the air and see what.
Damn, the more I read this card, the more sad I am. Like I need to see this.
I can't.
Chef Trez and Loso.
That is lit though.
It's gonna be a
lit
The
motherfucker.
whole card is
Hell
lit.
yeah.
The whole card is lit. And now Trez and Loso, if you remember, was supposed to go down the last event, but it didn't go down. So they've been sitting on these bars. They have been sitting on these bars. I can't wait.
Low key, high key, can't wait.
And you can't wait for
Emil 94, I love you too.
Briz versus Mr. Wavy.
Listen.
Chacho.
Listen.
Brother.
I'm a new fan, so y'all gotta give me, give me some space because I feel like I'm very conflicted.
Right.
I don't know. I gotta see. I don't want to make. Is there?
I don't know. Somebody.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Has God's echo right now. Shout out to Aristotle.
Aristotle.
Okay.
That's a strong name. Shout out to you. How about now? Am I still Jesusing out here?
I was over here trying to fix these other joints, but we good.
Okay. So, I mean, that's probably one of the littest cards in life, but I say that every card. And you know what I did one day? I was going through my memories on Facebook because, Facebook will tell you what you posted last. I'm going to start screenshotting all the cards, like from the last couple of years, because I'm tired of people always complaining. People complain, but the last 10, 15 cards, y'all loved every single one of them. And I just want to like make my own little like checklist table and see who already battled who didn't battle who needs night of the rematches.
We need a chart breakdown.
I need a chart breakdown. I need like
the cops
chart
that have the corkscrew thing, and you're putting the pictures and everything together and trying to see what. Where's your?
That's right. Sometimes they're dope. Other times I look at those memories and I'm like, can you delete that from you and my brain?
Oh God.
Because we don't need those type of memories.
Listen, we all have those anyway. So
now this is, what are we in? We're going into December, which would make December 15th, if that's volume 3, that could potentially be the last card for 2018. Which means going into 2019, it's all fresh all over again. That means we can look forward to Born Legacies, another Smack volume. Can I get a Rookies versus Vets?
Summer Madness.
Can I get a 2-on-2? Like, can we just get, like, I'm just excited for the whole new year to start all over again.
Absolutely.
And what I think we're going to do is we're going to keep track for 2019. So this way, because right now when everybody's arguing over champion of the year, my memory is shot.
Entirely.
Paying attention.
Right.
K-Shine, Geechee Gotti,
K-Shine
the
Geechee.
champion, O-Red.
O-Red.
Champ, no
Right.
matter what. And then you got Iron Solomon on that card.
Right. I want to
You
put.
really
I want
think
to add
O-Red
Pat.
is gonna pull it off again?
No, can't.
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because no.
Yeah. It's a no from me, dog.
It's a possibility if he
No.
battled enough.
I was happy for him last year. I was like, it's about time they started giving Old Red the respect he deserved. But I feel like as champion of the year, he should have got his hands more dirty. I don't care if you didn't book a battle. You should have been dropping a freestyle coming at somebody.
I remember when I interviewed him,
Girls.
he was saying, like, you know, he going to get him again next year, but he didn't come out the gate.
Yeah, I've seen him battle like once this year. Like,
It's been kind of a little quiet.
who did he battle on paper? It was on pay-per-view. I watched it on pay-per-view. He battled.
Yeah.
It was like not this event,
The one
not
before
London,
that.
the one before London.
Oh, did he battle in Houston or Vegas?
O-Red and
Vegas.
Solomon, wasn't it?
That's when he,
T-Top.
throat fucked up.
Oh, it was Will. It was
Right,
Ill Will. It was Ill Will because Old Red lost his voice. That's
And
right.
see, that's why I said that he never quite grasped something.
See, we
always
should have just looked up.
happens.
Andrea told us the whole time.
Oh man, you see, I'm
out
sorry. It's
to
the
Ella
champagne.
William.
You guys always bring it together.
Bring it together for us. Now, before we get out of here, I just want to give it up for the ladies. I know a lot of you guys who are YouTube savvy are not usually on Facebook. Facebook is more like closer community in battle rap.
And we always say that.
But if you guys are on Facebook, the girls are going off, and I gotta say,
Drop the T, sis. Drop
I'm looking at it in a positive light.
Not
and I'm
everyone looks at it, so you got to tell them what
okay,
it is.
not everybody sees is good. So this is why I'll say this. So there's a female battle rapper named Charisma who dropped a freestyle, and she called out all the female battle rappers. A lot of them, not all. I heard 40's name in there. I heard she was new and old because I heard her say Tony Blanco. She went from 40 to Tony Blanco to Jazz. So she kind of was like tiptoeing. She kind of named like what she would think is the relevant ladies for right now and called them out. A little friendly little call out. So now I noticed some of the girls didn't even respond. Some of them was like, I'm not going to respond. I think her and Shuni went back and forth on Facebook for a little bit. Jazz responded. And Jazz did a whole freestyle on the Hit 'Em Up beat and responded back to her. And now before I get into what you know was said back and forth in the raps, of course that matters. But I think what really matters right now is this is great for female battle rap. I feel like this is so what they need. I don't want any of the girls to feel like, oh, it's a top tier, mid tier, why this bitch saying my name type of thing. I didn't take it like that. When I heard Charisma's rap, I didn't take it like she genuinely wanted to fight any of these girls. I took it like it was a friendly, let's get it buzzing for the ladies.
Let's get into it.
Let's get crazy.
Let's just think outside the box for a second.
So I thought that was kind of cool. So especially the fact that the way Jazz responded, like, let me just tell you something. Jazz went stupid on that one. So crazy. So
And everyone has their mixed opinions, so everyone's gonna be like, oh, well, she did not, or she did, whatever. We don't care. It's Jazz.
of course, it's all preference, but I think it's dope for the ladies to get back out there and make little videos like that. Same thing with the guys. There's no reason why the guys can't drop random freestyles. There's no reason why nobody can't go back and forth with each other. I think it's all done in, a friendly sport.
Yo, if I was a battle rapper, I would go at every fucking battle
Right.
rapper and
Remember that?
That's what it's.
Remember?
fight.
Right.
Right.
But remember when
But-
everybody would do that? When they had rookies versus vets, everybody was dropping a freestyle. They was dropping like a little video coming at each other.
I love that. I'm
it
here
was
for
all,
that.
and then it would be like there was one time where everybody was trying to get on. So they would do it, and Smack was posting everybody's like video going back and forth. Like, I can't.
I will say, this is like a huge kind of opportunity for female battle rap to like come back,
right,
and to make a statement. Like
Rain Man.
This-
Sorry, I was thinking of something. I had to let it spit.
oh, go right ahead.
Rain Man had did that. He's a battle rapper from Philly.
Okay.
And he did, his shit was
fire. And it made everybody start calling each other out.
He wound up battling, but then I haven't heard from him since. He battled, I think, I forget.
Shout out to Corey.
Sorry.
We miss you.
No. Totally.
Flint in the building. We need to go back. Shout out to Guy Felt the Thigh.
We miss you.
Who is in the chat right now on my live. And what I have to say is, you have to come over here one day and be a guest, because if one more person comes in this chat talking about bar exam, I'm going to lose my shit. So, Guy Felt the Thigh.
We need you.
We need you to come through, because we're going to bar exam your ass and ask you a few questions, because I'm just tired. I'm tired.
But yeah, so
give it up for the ladies.
I really want to say, I really hope that not everyone takes the approach of the whole like, oh, we don't want to do it, or whatever. However, which way you do it, this is a huge marketing opportunity for you to like, there hasn't really been a buzz around female battle rap lately. So this would be cool to have this girl come out of nowhere,
right,
get at everyone, and it would be cool. It's like a challenge, like where you have them come back and be like, okay, well, you said that, well, I'm gonna say this,
right. You
have people kind of like wanting to know, what are they gonna say back, who's gonna say something next, who's like, that's and what you want to bring,
especially because the event that just passed that everybody was at was a battle on the beats. So I feel like that's what, like, everybody went home and was like, I'm about to make a diss track. So I thought that was cute. I think it's dope. I think it's a dope idea. I wouldn't mind seeing everybody just calling everybody out. Call everybody out.
We need a
cipher. Let's go.
We keep saying it over and over and over and over. I'm so serious. We need to make a cipher.
I need it, man. Anybody, I'm telling you. I need to get, it's that it's so hard to rely on people. I've been trying to get Cypher series together for years, where I would hit up all these. Remember when Cassidy did the thing, and it was like a big freestyle, and it was like such and such, something. I tried to get all the battle rappers. Cortez gonna tell me, oh, Cassidy just told us that he wanted to do one with all the battle rappers, and he never called them. So I was like, now what? Y'all all dissed me for Cassidy, and Cassidy never called y'all.
That is so funny.
We could have had our own freestyle. I'm just putting that out there because I don't ever say nothing.
But no.
Now I'm saying it. Cassidy ain't never called y'all back, and we could have had our own freestyle. Thank you. Shout out to everybody. And who else is in here? I see Snake Eyes in the chat. Another one who needs to come out over here one time. One time for the one time.
It's like they're scared.
It's like y'all don't fuck with us.
This is not as bad as it seems, guys. It's not a hot seat. It's not. We got champagne.
Right.
Come to the dark side. We got cookies.
Come to the dark side. We got champagne over here. We just want to talk battle rap and Black China skin bleaching. That's all. That's all.
Simple.
But thank you everybody for tuning in. Again, hit us up. We still have another week or so before volume 3. Anybody want to give last minute predictions on volume 3 or the King of the Dot card, feel free to hit us up.
If you're going there, hit us up and let us know. We would love to see.
If anybody's driving to Canada, I got gas money.
Oh my God.
And toll. I'm in there. Listen, I need to be everywhere. Everywhere is an adventure to me. I will road trip everywhere.
Guys, what I will say is this is the beginning and the start of a whole new year. This last year, we were going down memory lane together. We were thinking like, oh my God, we went to Puerto Rico. We went to Detroit. Twice. We went to Orlando. We went to Houston. Like, this new year is a fresh, and I want everyone to think of it like this. I'll be Mother Teresa for right now, or for my Spanish people, Walter Mercado.
Walter.
I really, really want everyone to take advantage. It's like a whole new page to a motherfucking book.
I'd go to Milwaukee, John Doe. I'm in there.
Let's just do everything, because life is too short.
Right.
So just enjoy your life. Do what you want to do. Make sure if you want to book us, book us.
Right. Yeah, you guys forget when we travel to half these places, like at Flint, we went there to host a battle. We definitely go to host battles if you guys want to book us for that. Other than that, we go to all types of events. Doesn't have to just be battle rap. But if you have an up-and-coming league or you know somebody with an up-and-coming league, we have no problem hosting. We love up-and-coming talent. We love to promote everybody. If you have a hip-hop event that you want us to come out to, not even just to host, just to come out.
By the way, I almost forgot to mention this, but I will kind of slip it in here because I don't know any details, so I don't want to talk crazy. Shout out to Lex Luthor from iBattle.
Yes, my boy. My love.
Apparently, iBattle for 2019 will be coming to our very own stomping grounds, Jersey.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I can't fucking wait. Like, I can't wait to see where, like, I need to listen. You know how many times we tell him
shout out to City in the chat. I see you.
Shout out to City.
Now, that's true, though. When it comes to iBattle, I always tell Lex, yeah, I'm coming. Yeah, I want to come. Yeah, I want to come. XL. Shout out to XL, who was in Complex Magazine last week. XL was like, if I could come from Boston, you could get there from Jersey. And I was like, you absolutely right,
That is true, though.
But if Lex is going to come to Jersey City, the whoop, 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 there it is.
Oh, I'm going to fuck you up after this. I just want you to know. You know that moment where a text message slides in through the top of the screen? Oh, we're going to talk after this.
Oh, I'm in trouble. I was like trying to read it. Like, what?
Listen.
So, I got to go. I'm out. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Someone's had too much champagne tonight, man. I'm over it. I'm cutting you off right now. Shout out to everyone in the fucking chat. Shout out to everyone that rode out all motherfucking day with us.
Right.
Hit us up, guys. Add us on Instagram, add us on Facebook, add us on our YouTube so you guys can see our previous shows and adventures.
I made us a Twitter, but I have to log in on the computer because it's doing that. Make sure you're not a robot. We want to make sure. I got to confirm some shit. But you can look up Finesse and Chill. It might let you follow it for now. I know I followed a few battle rappers already, but we in here. It's almost like I don't want to say bye.
Right. It's like, wait, what else? What else?
All right, guys. But make sure you hit us up. You can follow me at the Duchess of Jersey on Instagram. Facebook, we do have our Finesse and Chill page. You can follow V at
V Montana or at Sitting X Pretty. You guys can see it right over our show, the Finesse and Chill show on the top. Make sure you guys follow us. And before we leave, we want you guys to make sure that you go check out that fire that Unk is going to drop or is dropping or did drop.
I'll be dropping it.
Will be dropping
Sit down with Sharon
on the best day ever, Wednesdays, Finesse Wednesdays. You'll get a treat.
Ow.
So make sure you guys check him out and let us know what you think.
We love you, Andrea. Thank you, everybody in the chat. See you guys next week.
Yes.
Ichi Gotti, Blue Skies. Here we go.
Squad that'll shoot for me. Me, myself in God, yeah, I know the Lord. I'm sending money to my dogs so we can go to store. I go to war with anybody, ain't no favoritism. Round tables with the mob before we make decisions. Decide if you a killer or you ain't a killer. Peer pressure made him shoot, he really ain't a killer. Niggas remember who they shot, not what they ate for dinner. Sometimes niggas die so they don't make the winner. Sometimes it take a loss just to make a winner. All my chains got crosses just cause I'm a sinner. Man, I send a couple prayers up for the guys who died young, now they living in them blue skies. Before I shoot, I make sure I look him in his eyes so he can see if he was ready for his time to die. I told my family if I go that you ain't gotta cry, cause I done roll for my niggas so they gotta ride. I told my family if I go that you ain't gotta cry, cause I done roll for my niggas so they gotta ride.
Blue skies, anything goes underneath it. Blue skies, gotta watch your ass underneath it. Blue skies, niggas will run up on you with no disguise. Look you right in your eyes underneath these
blue skies. I'm thankful for them blue skies. Foreign chick riding with me got some blue eyes. Young Crip, so you know I rep the blue side. Say from the 6, well it must be 2 sides. If I don't know him, then it's fuck him like 2 times. Never snitch, if I get caught up, I'ma do mine. Mind on the money, $1 million thoughts. If you can't put your niggas on, you not a boss. I spin a band on the wrist, that's how it costs. I'm still in the hood where you get slapped if you soft, yeah, soft or hard. I know about the hustle, tryna make it flip and not get chipped. I know the struggle, I've been there. Matter of fact, dog, I'm still there. Catch me in the spots where it's rolling like a wheelchair. I got homies hoods tatted on their face, facing nails off because they homie ratted on the case. In most cases, found guilty over true lies. Chest out, head high, looking toward them blue skies. Told my family if I go that they ain't gotta cry, cause I done roll for my niggas so they gotta ride.
blue skies, anything goes underneath these blue skies. Gotta watch your ass underneath these